where Stephen A. ranks LeBron. That would be
number 2 overall. Number 2 in the history of basketball.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Number 2 overall, number 2 in the history of basketball. Makes sense. I think most people do.
I'm thinking Kobe Bryant's top 10 all time, probably top 5. He's not number 2 all time in the history of basketball. What's wrong with that, Shaq?
But I have a problem with, you know, what you said. Like, my thing is, doesn't matter who the GOAT is, my guy should be in the conversation.
Yes.
No, but hold on. So if you guys just throw him out of the conversation.
Stephen A. Smith just stepped into territory that even Shaquille O'Neal couldn't let slide. The ESPN analyst explained why he refuses to rank Kobe Bryant ahead of LeBron James in the GOAT debate, and Shaq didn't just disagree, he tore the entire argument apart. This wasn't a casual back and forth. It was a full-on takedown that left Stephen A.'s credibility hanging by a thread.
Sometimes when I hear people talk, I don't understand the criteria. Is it championships? Is it points?
Right.
Is it, like, I always have arguments with people like, I don't really care who's in it, but I think you should put the right people in.
Yeah.
Right. So right now it's just, for some reason, LeBron and Jordan. Which is fine, but you're not going to throw Kobe in it?
Shaquille O'Neal didn't mince words. The Big Diesel made it clear. Michael Jordan is the undisputed GOAT, and Kobe Bryant belongs in the number 2 spot ahead of LeBron James. The way he dismantled Stephen A.'s stance wasn't just a rebuttal, it was a brutal shutdown. And today, we're breaking down every moment of that takedown, piece by piece.
First of all, again, he's one of the all-time greats. There's nothing to debate. But he's number 2 at the 2 guard. He's not number 1. We all know he's not Jordan. He didn't have Jordan's resume. We know that.
Stephen A. Smith's case against Kobe Bryant wasn't just flimsy, it came off flat-out disrespectful.
They've asked me about Kobe. How come Kobe isn't in that conversation? He's got more chips than LeBron James. And I said, my response was, Kobe's not even number 1 in his position. And we all love and
not at all. You got to think about MVPs and like how many he's won.
No,
and, like, other
things I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about just watching the game with the eye test. As great and as phenomenal as Kobe was, nobody ever said he's superior to MJ, and they played identical positions and had an identical style of play.
He tried to justify leaving Kobe behind LeBron by saying Kobe's team struggled when he didn't have help. But coming from someone who claims to understand the game, that argument was not only lazy, it was downright ignorant.
He's a 6-time champion. He's a 6-time league MVP. And I still have LeBron number 2 and then Kareem number 3 because of the versatility and all the all-around abilities that LeBron brings to the game, which Bird and Kareem and those guys did not have. LeBron is number 2 all-time behind Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Smith leans on the claim that LeBron never had the kind of disastrous seasons Kobe did, pointing out that in 22 years LeBron's only had 3 losing seasons. Sounds convincing, until you realize Stephen A. is ignoring the one thing that actually matters, context. And without it, his argument isn't just weak, it's flat-out embarrassing.
No, I think we're upset. I think we're a little edgy. I think it's good for us.
Despite the losses on the road, do you think this team still has time to gel, considering how many road games you have coming up?
Sure, praise on.
But what's going to be the key, and what stuff have you guys worked on? You haven't had a losing streak like this in years.
We'll just execute better. Knock down shots.
Stephen A. Smith's latest take has stirred up major controversy. While defending LeBron James' decision to switch teams, he downplayed Kobe Bryant's legacy, a move many found shocking. To some, it felt like LeBron was being rewarded for chasing opportunities, while Kobe was being criticized for staying loyal to the Lakers. Shaquille O'Neal, who spent 8 seasons alongside Kobe, wasn't about to let that stand. The Hall of Famer jumped in to defend his former teammate, demanding Kobe's rightful place in the GOAT conversation. "The only thing I don't like about the GOAT talk is they leave my boy Kobe Bryant out," Shaq said. He then drew a clear line: Michael, LeBron, or Kobe. That's the debate. By putting Kobe directly beside Jordan and LeBron, not beneath them, Shaq made it clear he sees Bryant as an equal part of that legendary trio.
I'm thinking Kobe Bryant's top 10 all-time, probably top 5. He's not number 2 all-time in the history of basketball. What's wrong with that, Shaq?
But I have a problem with, you know, what you said. Like, my thing is, doesn't matter who the GOAT is, my guy should be in the conversation.
Yes.
No, but hold on. So if you guys just throw him out of the conversation. So somehow it just went from Mike to LeBron, and you just threw my guy out of the conversation. His name needs to be in there all the time. And when his name is not in there, that's when people have a problem.
I look at Kobe. There is nothing on earth to question the greatness of Kobe Bryant, who to me is one of the greatest of all time. But it did help for those first 3 rings that he had you in your prime to some degree.
That's not the point. The point everybody is making is don't leave him out the conversation.
I'm not leaving him out the conversation.
You are. I don't mind people talking about who their GOAT is, but you definitely got to have my boy in that conversation.
I definitely will, and I definitely will.
Shaquille O'Neal didn't hold back when it came to defending Kobe Bryant. While he wasn't insisting that Kobe had to be crowned the greatest of all time, Shaq made it clear that Bryant deserved far more respect than Stephen A. Smith was giving him. The former Lakers star pushed back strongly, reminding everyone what real basketball analysis sounds like. Doesn't matter who you pick as the GOAT, my guy should be in that conversation, Shaq said firmly. The tension in the room was undeniable, and you could almost feel the atmosphere shift as Shaq put his foot down.
I was like Jordan and Kobe and LeBron, that they got to do things I couldn't do. I wanted to be a force in the middle that people were afraid of. So I don't get offended when people do not put my name in that category.
This wasn't simply about a former teammate showing loyalty. Shaquille O'Neal was speaking from direct experience. He lived through Kobe Bryant's prime, day after day in practices, in the heat of games, and on the biggest stage in championship runs. That perspective stood in sharp contrast to Stephen A. Smith, whose opinions were shaped by highlights and statistics from afar. The gap between lived reality and television hot takes had never been clearer. Shaq wasn't guessing. He was drawing from 8 years of battles alongside Kobe, offering a viewpoint only someone who shared the court with him could provide. Plenty of former NBA stars rank Kobe Bryant ahead of LeBron James in the GOAT debate, often pointing out that Kobe was the closest thing the game had seen to Michael Jordan. It wasn't just his skill set, it was his relentless mentality and killer instinct Shaquille O'Neal experienced that up close. So when Shaq says Jordan is the greatest ever and Kobe deserves to follow right behind him, it's more than a list of rankings. It's a statement about basketball DNA. Some players are built with it, and others simply aren't.
For me, it's always Dr. J and Michael Jordan, Magic and those guys.
I might get flamed for this, but dude, I'm from Cleveland.
Stephen A. Smith's take on team success doesn't hold up under closer inspection. He praises LeBron James for avoiding down years, but overlooks the fact that LeBron carefully chose his teams to stay competitive. Kobe Bryant, on the other hand, committed to one franchise through injuries, rebuilding phases, and front office missteps. The contrast is striking. Kobe weathered the storms, while LeBron moved whenever the challenge grew too steep. Which path shows greater character? Shaquille O'Neal doesn't need to ask. He already knows the answer, even if Stephen A. avoids it. Adding to the irony, Stephen A. has in the past admitted that Kobe was better than Shaq himself. That history makes his current stance not only contradictory, but confusing to anyone following the debate.
Michael looks over at us and said, he can't guard me.
Kobe looks over at Doug Collins and said, this guy cannot.
When it comes to legacies, championships tell the real story. Kobe Bryant captured 5 titles, all with the Lakers, the same number Magic Johnson earned. LeBron James, meanwhile, holds 4, spread across 3 different teams. Shaquille O'Neal points to what separates the two. Kobe's rings demanded loyalty, sacrifice, and relentless toughness. Winning 5 with one franchise isn't luck. It's proof of sustained greatness over more than a decade. Stephen A. Smith's criticism of Kobe's down years overlooks an important truth. Every legend faces setbacks when the roster around them falls short. The difference is, Kobe never bolted. He stayed, fought through the struggles, and found a way to win.
In the spirit of Kobe Bryant, let me end this segment by saying this. Say what you will about Kobe Bryant. That brother put in the work. And it was never an option for him to miss games or to not represent basketball the way that he did. I want everybody to remember that brother was about putting in that work.
Shaquille O'Neal doesn't need rankings to measure Kobe Bryant's greatness. He lived it. While Stephen A. Smith debates numbers, Shaq recalls the defining moments that shaped NBA history. He remembers Game 7 of the 2000 Western Conference Finals, when Kobe helped erase a 15-point fourth-quarter deficit against Portland. He remembers the 2001 playoffs, where Kobe averaged nearly 30 points a game. For Shaq, these aren't just stats on a page. They are real memories of a teammate who delivered when it mattered most. Shaq has often pointed out the key difference between LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan. It wasn't just about talent, it was about fear. When the game was on the line, which player struck the most fear in their opponents?
In addition to overpowering you inside, you might as well wave the white flag of surrender. Bryant lays it off to Moore.
The dribble penetration and the quickness of Kobe Bryant is really causing problems for the Pacer perimeter guys. When he gets in there, the back line steps.
This is where Shaquille O'Neal's case completely undercuts Stephen A. Smith's argument. LeBron James is often celebrated for his basketball IQ and ability to choose the right situations. But what about loyalty? What about building something lasting? Kobe Bryant gave 2 decades to one franchise, staying through every high and low. His championships weren't the product of careful calculations. They were the result of resilience, sacrifice, and unshakable perseverance. That's the distinction Shaq draws. The difference between being a true competitor and being a strategist chasing the easiest path.
You are from Philadelphia. I find it unbelievable that the fans are booing you here. Does that hurt your feelings?
Yeah, my feelings are hurt, man. I mean, I'm just out there trying to play and have a good time, and yeah, my feelings are hurt being from Philadelphia.
Was the 2002 MVP, Kobe Bryant.
When Shaquille O'Neal defends Kobe Bryant's place in the GOAT debate, he's really defending values that go beyond perfect situations. To Shaq, qualities like character, loyalty, and mental toughness are just as important as stats, and he speaks from experience. Shaq saw Kobe's complete skill set up close, footwork, the fadeaway, post moves, defensive grit, and a clutch instinct that mirrored Michael Jordan. Kobe had every tool needed to win when the pressure was highest. LeBron James, on the other hand, brings unmatched size, strength, and athleticism. But as Shaq points out, basketball isn't only about raw physical gifts. Having faced both players, he felt the contrast. Kobe broke opponents down with precision and sheer willpower, while LeBron leaned more on physical advantages and favorable matchups. So when Stephen A. Smith dismisses Shaq's belief that Kobe belongs in the GOAT conversation, his response doesn't just challenge Shaq. It exposes a misunderstanding of what truly defines winning basketball.
Gravitating to the tube or to the ballpark to actually watch you, okay? I don't think it helps that the number one face is a dude that needs an interpreter so you can understand what the hell he's saying in this country.
Stephen A. Smith has built a reputation for shifting his arguments to match ratings and social media buzz. Shaquille O'Neal, on the other hand, speaks from experience, not hot take culture. When a player who actually shed the court with legends corrects your analysis, that's not a moment to argue. It's a moment to listen. Shaq's perspective highlights what Stephen A. often overlooks, the mental side of greatness.